Hello everyone. Before the video starts, I want to say a thing or two. As previously mentioned on last week's video, this video is going to be different than the rest of my content, and I want to quickly explain it that. But if you want to ignore what I said and just skip it to the content, check out this timestamp or check the chapter on the YouTube sidebar. Now, if you're new here, hello. My name is Dava, but you can call me Dav. I used to create memes, shitposting, random content over a year. And not only that, but I also have a stuff like playthrough moments and let's play. I have a two video that went viral at the time, and a lot of new people come from it. And I guess they expected me to uploading the same stuff like this. I also have an audience from the community that enjoy being a dick series. So I can safely say that I guess my audience got split into these three categories now. I just want to address that, and I'm sorry for everyone that got disappointed in me because of not uploading those kind of content anymore. And for those are new here because on some algorithm, welcome. Quickly explaining that this is the content that I want to make moving forward. I used to have an upload schedule, one main video, and bunch of shorts each week. But since the content that I made here is going to need me to do some research, making it and stuff like that, it is going to make me need some more of a time. For that, I want to apologize for lack of content. For the new upload schedule, I'm just going to follow what I have, which is a new video every Monday and my time. And I will upload a bunch of shorts that are related to promote that video after the video got uploaded. However, for those who don't want to wait each week for a new video and want to see updates as soon as possible, I do have a Patreon now. If you're interested and wanted to support me and the production, please go check it out and become a member. You will have a bunch of perks that will benefit for the both of us. I will upload the latest project that I'm working as soon as it's done, so you don't have to wait until Monday for it. For more information, just check my Patreon membership. That being said, I obviously need to do something else outside of YouTube, since right now at the moment, what I'm doing here is not really profitable for me, and I cannot keep doing this forever. So if you wanted to help me to upload more and make a video for a living, go check them out. It's only $199, guys. I use the money to, pay the bills, food, and etc. One last thing, I want to say thank you for Seth for becoming the first ever person to pledge my Patreon. Dude, thank you for believing in me. You are a wonderful person and I can't say thank you enough. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. In 2023 and last month, GTA 5 turned into 10 years, one of the biggest, if not the huge and most successful AAA title for over a decade. But we're here to talk about GTA 4, goddammit, not GTA 5. So how can I make an interesting video talking about a 15 years old game? Overall, this is one of the most underrated, underappreciated, less talked, ignored, and literally forgotten games of Rockstars. GTA 4 is about a cold revenge, a dark past. In my opinion, GTA 4 are the true GTA, not like that microtransaction or that easy cash grab milkers. GTA 4 stands on its own, for better or worse. GTA 4 is one of the most greatest Rockstar game up there with a Vive and San Andreas. So, let's talk about GTA 4. GTA 4, or Grand Theft Auto 4, is a 2008 action-adventure game developed by the god itself, Rockstar North, and published by a greedy company, Rockstar Games. This game is the sixth main entry of the Grand Theft Auto series. The game set on a fictional rebooted city based on New York City. The game have two expansion packs later released for the game, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to talk about the original one, not the DLC one. Even though this DLC have a connected storyline, but I'm going to leave it for now. Let me know though in the comments if you want me to make the DLC story as well. Anyway, the design of the city focused on the recreation of four of the boroughs of New York City. Initially, the map was even larger than we have today. It also includes the fields and mountains. But the idea was scrapped later because the development team thought the map was too big. The gameplay itself is not any different with all the titles. The players complete linear mission scenarios with set objective, making me wonder how can they make GTA 6 any difference with the rest. Outside of the mission, the players can free roam the game open world with a complete optional side mission. This one is a brand new addition on the game. Originally, there's no such thing as a side mission on older GTA games. Players use melee attacks, firearms, and explosives to fight enemies. The game also have a brand new cover system that can be used as assistance against enemies. You can also run, jump, swim, climb, hanging on the ledge, or just use vehicle to navigate the game's world. You can also use taxis to fast travel around the city. Just like other GTA titles, if a player commits crimes, the game's law enforcement agencies may respond as indicated by a water level up to 6 stars. In this brand new wanted level, they bring the addition of area/region and the line of sights. You can call this a last time seen system, and in order for you to cool down, you need to get out from this area. But of course, you need to also avoid it to be seen by the police officer or any securities in your area. Once you get out from the circle, your wanted level will turn gray, and sooner or later, you'll be free. Not only the single player, the game also have multiplayer mode that allows up to 32 players to freely roam across the map. There's also a game mode like deathmatch and street races. Sad to announce, but the multiplayer mode was discontinued on Windows in 2020. The game uses brand new Rage engine from Rockstar that previously worked for the table tennis. Yes, Rockstar developed a tennis game with the Euphoria physics as the game physics, making it the most, if not the best game physics ever. Wait until you found 1,000 of videos on YouTube talking about this game physics entirely.
Daddy's back, you bitches!
Malaiwa!
Daddy's back, you bitches!
Dave, come on.
Nero!
Come
on!
Nico, what are you doing?
Dave is not coming.
Ignore him. Come on, we gotta get this thing ready before we dock. Let's go.
You play as Niko Bellic, an Eastern European ex-soldier arrived in Liberty City aboard a cargo ship named the Platypus.
Oh yeah! There she is. Liberty City.
Yeah.
You ever been?
No.
Crazy place, Nico.
What you going to do?
I might come back on board, or I might try to make a go of it. Like they say, it is the land of opportunity. I always wanted to make it big. Own a nice place, get a dog, a house, live the dream.
Like my cousin.
Oh yeah?
Yes, he's got the love. House, women, cars, parties. He writes me these wild emails, and after I got into trouble, I thought maybe, Then I got this gig, and I spent the next 7 months with you fine people, and I forget.
To escape his criminal past, pursue an American dream, and search for the man who betrayed his unit to an ambush during the war 10 years prior.
After the war finished, I couldn't get a job. Nobody could. So I did some dumb things, got involved with some idiots.
We all do dumb things. That's what makes us human.
Could be.
Entschuldigung, der amerikanische Traum! Nico! My cousin! I can't believe it! You're here! Welcome to America!
Bravo, Baratsaru!
What?
Good to see you, man. What? You forget our language?
Kapusi? Maybe a little. I've been here 10 years. You could speak English. Remember, we learned off the English girls with the big...
A little. Not so
He'll
good.
be fine. Better than my Serbian. So good to see you, cousin. I can't believe you made it. Shit, I have to tell you, I had quite a night last night. 2 women. The land of opportunity. Ah! I've made it.
Oh,
Shit, man, I'm still a touch drunk.
touch.
My cousin is here!
Oh,
We got to
Roman, come on, relax.
Whatever, buddy. Just take over the world someplace else,
Yeah,
all right?
buddy.
You're in the
Take
goddamn
Screw
way.
you! Screw you
Come
all!
on,
My
man.
cousin is here! Nico Bellic! He's the fucking man, bitches!
Roman, come on, let's go. To the mansion, huh?
Yes, the mansion! Maybe you should drive.
Oh, maybe I should.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, is this a cab? Where's the sports car?
He's in the shop. Come on! Come in, come in! Make yourself at home. What's mine is yours. Got him! Little bastard. If he paid some rent, I wouldn't care. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not nice. Ah, cousin. It's so good to see you.
Reuniting with his cousin Roman Bellic, he discovered that his tale of riches were lies, concealing his small, dirty apartment.
So,
So, you full of crap or what?
what?
Where's luxury condo? Where's sports car? Where's Barbara with big titties and Stephanie who sucks like a vacuum?
What are you talking about?
In your letters to my mother, in your letters to me, all I hear about is Mr. Big, Mr. Roman, living the American dream. Sports cars, condos, women, money, the beach, opportunity. I come here, and the only thing big about your life is the cockroaches.
Unprofitable taxi company,
Come on, big guy. Either do some work or get out of here. We don't need jokers. Screw you!
gambling debts,
Guy, we're going to get money. In America, you need money to do anything.
and dispute with loan sharks.
Hey, you dance?
I will do, man. We spoke of this.
No, we didn't speak. You spoke. Then you say your phone out of batteries. You treat me like a bitch.
Never. I treat you like an idiot, not a bitch, huh?
Nico begins assisting Roman with his problem, which leads him into making his first criminal contact in the city. Nico then befriends with little Jacob and is forced to work for Vlad Glebov, Roman's Russian round shark. But don't worry though, Nico will later kill him because Vlad slept with the Roman's girlfriend, Mallory.
You were the stupid one, Flatty boy.
Talking about Mallory, while doing Roman's taxi job, we got introduced to Michelle by Mallory, which I'm sure at this point that I'm trying to point out will not be important later for the storyline. Then Michelle quickly becomes Nico's love interest and you can do coffee with her literally right on the second date. Believe me, I tried.
You're great. Oh, please, more. Tell me more.
Anyway, because of the murder of Vlad, Nico and Roman got kidnapped by the Russian mobsters on order of their boss Mikhail Faustin and his lieutenant Dmitry Raskolov.
So, Nico Bellic, you think it's okay to kill my employees?
If he is an asshole, yes.
I agree.
Indifferent to Vlad's murder, Faustin then released them and employs Nico as a hitman, eventually leading up to ordering him to kill the son of Russian crime lord.
That's Lenny. He's my cousin's boyfriend. It's not him. Yes, he's a moron. Yes, but he's okay.
I don't trust him.
What? I just told you.
He knows too much. You, kill him.
This is actually kind of even, though as I tried to let him go, the mission actually failed. When Petrovic threatens retaliation, Dmitry convinced Nico to assassinate Faustin.
He'll be leaving his house in a little while and heading for the club. Do what you have to do.
American greed takes everyone. It's like a disease. Only us.
Stay down there.
However, He then betrays and brings Nico to his former employee, Ray Bulgarin, who accused Nico of stealing from him during a botched human trafficking jobs years prior.
Where's our money?
Where's the fucking money, shithead?
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
Nico denies of allegation and a firefight ensues following Dimitri and Bulgarin to escape. Dimitri's men burns down Nico and Roman's apartment and the taxi company, forcing them to flee to Wuhan.
Hey, beautiful. Listen, me and Nico are in a bit of trouble. Need to get out of broker a few days. Any of your cousins have a place we could use out in Bohan? Oh, you're an angel. Beautiful and kind. I love you. We'll see you there.
Whilst Nico finds work for several local drug lords, Dimitri kidnaps Roman in a failed attempt to lure Nico into trap. Later, Nico discovers that his romantic interest, Michelle, is a government agent and she entraps him into working for her agency.
I'm afraid it's my job to watch you. And now, I have to ask you for the coke.
This is a joke, right?
Please, please don't make this harder for me than it already is. They're about to take down Elizabeta.
Believe this.
In exchange for the murder of several known or suspected terrorists, the agency clears Nico's criminal record and assists him in searching for the traitor he seeks. Nico and Roman's fortune improved then when the latter achieved a large amount of insurance money from his destroyed business, which he uses to rebuild it and buy an apartment in Algonquin. And at this time, Roman also proposed to Mallory, which she accepts. Nico then worked for an Irish mob, and while at it, Nico befriends with the gangster Patrick McCreary and helps him and his brother to carry out a bank robbery. Nico then later hired by Ray Bocchino, a capo regime in the Pegorino's crime family, to oversee a diamond deal which goes awry. Bocchino repays Nico by helping him to find an ex-comrade Florian Kravik, now known as Bernie Crane.
Progressive place. How does my hair look?
Fine.
I put a rinse in. Tawdry night.
Nice.
Bryce found some gray hairs. If he leaves me, I'll kill myself.
Forget about your hair, Florian.
Bernie.
Bernie.
Who claims that he did not betray their unit.
What are you guys doing here? Why did you kick my door down?
I've come to ask you some questions.
It wasn't you, was it?
What was it, me?
Who set us up? It was you or Darko. I thought it must be him. Oh my god. You think it was me? That's why you are here. You've come to kill me. Well, screw you, Nico Bellic and Fatty Roman. It wasn't me, wasn't. I wouldn't do that.
Can we stop with the fat jokes, Florian?
Nico concludes that the traitor was Darko Belfix, the only other survivor, obviously.
Oh, that's just politics.
Where is Darko?
Dead, I hope. I'm not sure. I heard he was still in Europe or Switzerland or somewhere. But then I heard that you had joined the circus, so information can be unreliable.
We have to find him.
I think he's a bit freaked out. I guess he thought seeing you would answer some questions.
So I see. Well, it's great to see you guys. We must do brunch.
Sure. See you later, Florian.
Bernie!
Nico continues working for the mafia in Liberty City, and eventually earned the trust of the Don Jimmy Pegorino, who orders Nico to kill Bocchino after suspecting of him of being a police informant. Nico also helped Patrick kidnap Don Giovanni Ancelotti's daughter to ransom her for the diamonds, but Bulgarin intercepts the exchange. The diamonds are lost. Eventually, the government agency finds Darko in Romania and bring him to Liberty City, for Nico decided his fate.
Bellic, I have your man. He's been flown in. We're going to drop him in the airport cargo area for you.
No more jobs? Is that it? Am I out?
You're out. You've done good things for us, and we are grateful. That said, I've given you a lot of protection. From here in, you're alone. Goodbye.
Afterwards, Nico is summoned by the Pegorino for the one final favor to help with a highly lucrative heroin deal in conclusion with Dimitri. Nico must either agree to work with Dimitri or exact a revenge on him.
Roman, I have a problem.
You've got a problem, Nico. I'm about to get married. I'm about to commit to one woman for the rest of my life.
This is serious, Roman. I have been asked to work for Dmitry Reskolov again. There could be a lot of money in it.
I heard you two had resolved your differences. He's on some boat in East Hook, right?
What, you knew about this? He's on a boat in East Hook?
Yeah, I heard you had forgiven him and we're working together. You're doing this deal, right?
Now that I know where Dmitry is, I might just go there and take him out instead. Have you forgotten that he burned down your apartment and business? That he arranged your kidnapping?
Now I have a better apartment and I'll have an even better one if you work with him again! Promise me you won't do anything hasty, cousin.
I have to think about it. Speak to you later. Is this what you had in mind? Hey, Kate. I have a decision to make. And I don't know who to talk to about it.
What's your choice, Nico?
There is a man who betrayed me in the past. I am being asked to work with him. It could be very profitable, but it would mean going back on an oath I swore to myself.
You shouldn't work with him, Nico. You don't need money. What is it going to change about your life?
I don't know. It will make things easier for me and for Roman.
I'm not going to respect you if you compromise what you believe in for money, Nico. Bye.
These deals will lead you to two different endings actually. If Nico goes to the deal, Dimitri betrays him again and then keep the heroine for himself. At the Roman's wedding, an assassin sent by Dimitri to kill Nico accidentally kills Roman with a stray bullet. Aided by little Jacob, Nico retaliates by murdering Dimitri, who had also killed Pegorino. Later, Mallory informed Nico that she is pregnant with a Roman's child whom Nico vows to protect. If Nico chooses the exact range, however, he will instead find and kill Dimitri aboard at the Platypus. At the Roman's wedding, Pegorino, furious at Nico's betrayal, targets him in a drive-by shootings, but accidentally kills Patrick's sister, Kate, whom Nico has been dating. Aided by Jacob and Roman, Nico tracks down and kills Pegorino. Later, Roman tells Nico Mallory is pregnant and that they decided to name the baby after Kate if it's a girl. True endings are somewhat vague and Rockstar never actually confirm nor deny anything. I tried to look what is a canon ending for the GTA 4, but all I see is just like a speculation here and there. It is safe to say that every ending is actually canon on its way. You don't need a true ending or sort of, and the true ending are the one that you pick. That is a true ending for you. Now that you know about the story, let me talk about my personal opinion about the game. And I have to admit, the game is a bad port sadly. I played on my console and it went great, but the PC version is bad and everyone's agree. On 2020, the game got released on Steam with a complete edition. And the only good thing, basically, if you have the base game without the DLC, or if you got the DLC without the base game, this version will give you all of the 3 games. And if you previously have the CD key, you can actually redeem it to Rockstar Games to get the complete edition as well. Another difference on the complete edition are remove a couple radio stations because of the license problem probably, but you might think it means that they fixed the optimization. Nope. You still need to download the fix that the community made to fix the game and actually work properly. And recently, the community also finds out that the game actually runs better on some device if the game runs on full CAN. It almost fixed the stuttering issue, where if you go around the bridges, the game stutters a lot. But with the full CAN, this actually fixes it. Unlike previous title, the game does not have the character attribute stats or something like that. It's just pretty for the gameplay itself, and it's far more simpler than previous one. The car handling really hard, but if you can control it, felt far more better. And try the bike. If you can control the bike, more rewarding. Helicopter control are somewhat switch, so you need to switch the bank and the lean, make it more suitable and far more controllable for the players. Weapon is also broken, because for some reason, they did not add any recoil for keyboard and mouse settings. No matter what, the bullet will fall right in the middle of the crosshair. If you don't like this, then you can use the fix. The PC version also have such different graphic settings and a lot of missing features such as bloom and depth of field that is present on the console. Thankfully, the community recently bring the features back and you can download it literally for free for everyone without paying anything. Overall, the game is amazing. It has amazing graphics, never gets old, amazing physics, storylines is also amazing, combats feel more powerful and more satisfying than ever. If you want to deal with it, I guarantee you will have a different experience and you will enjoy every second of what Rockstar North has to offer. Closing remarks, it's been 15 years since the game first released. With a fix from the community and the love by the community, the game can be amazing as it can be from day one version. But it's still sad that they didn't really care or bother to fix it even with the recent release. For what it's worth, if it's on sale, you need to buy it and experience it by yourself.